Welcome to Monday Night Live. Today we're going to talk about Norwegian's Free at Sea program. I see, on the boards, I see these questions over and over and over again about what's included, what's it cost, what's not included. So hopefully, as we go through the presentation tonight, and I don't normally do PowerPoints, but we're going to do a PowerPoint tonight, just so that I can put up information for you to look at while we talk. Hopefully, as we go through it, we'll be able to answer those questions. What I would say is if you like the content, do me a favor and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button too. Those are all make me happy. They're good to help me with my channel. I appreciate it. So let me pop up our screen here. And the Norwegian's Free at Sea. And we're going to talk about some things that are above and beyond Free at Sea, but I wanted to make sure that we talked about the Free at Sea program, and we're going to look to see what it covers, what's not covered. So here are some of the things that might be covered in the Free at Sea program. And it depends. This program is somewhat variable. It depends on what they think is the most appropriate offer for any given time. But normally included is the premium beverage package, and I shouldn't have said premium plus. We're going to talk about that. Specialty dining, free Wi-Fi, free or reduced airfare, $50 shore excursion credit, free Wi-Fi. Oh, said that twice. Oh well, and third and fourth guest sale free. That's the joys of live TV. Mistakes happen. So those are the things that we're going to talk about. We're going to start with the question that everybody asks most about, and that's the premium beverage package. And so up there is the basic information about the premium beverage package. If you buy it yourself, $99 a day, plus $19.80 in the way of gratuity. Free at sea, you still have to pay that $19.80 a day. So that makes it not really quite free. It's not bad. And it turns out to be a pretty good deal if you are someone that drinks. I don't want to say you're a heavy drinker, but if you'll drink more than a couple of drinks a day, then you pay for the gratuity. Because 2 drinks, if you buy the special of the day, usually that's about $9. So that's going to be $18 plus 20%. So that's going to be about $21 for 2 drinks per person. Now, one of the stipulations with the Free at Sea beverage package is if one person takes it, the other person has to take it. You can't just do one person in the cabin. There is one exception to that rule is if someone in the cabin is under 18. So, for example, I was looking at doing a cruise for someone today where it was a mom traveling with her school-age son. Well, in that case, it would be only one person would have to take the premium beverage package. But if there are 2 adults that are 21 or over, you both have to take it. You don't have any option in the matter at all. Like I said, if you're drinking it, if you're paying for it at $99 a day, then you're going to have to drink quite a bit. You have to order about 8 drinks a day to get to the break-even point on the package. And that's if you're buying drinks at the $15 a piece price range, which is the upper limit. Yeah, and in the notes there, and these slides will be available. Plus, I have on the website, both on Facebook and on, hold on, I just heard a ding, so somebody might be commenting. If you have a question, you can post it. I'm just typing while I talk. So actually typing, I'm not talking while I'm typing would be a better way to say that. I'll post that to the chat. Okay, so that should be there. But so like I said, it's not necessarily a bad option. It depends on how much you drink. And I'm going to make one statement about it being free. None of these are totally free in the sense that you pay more for your cruise typically if you book a something that comes with a package compared to a sail away rate. So you can book a sail away balcony rate, for example, and it can be anywhere from $300 to $500 cheaper for the cabin if you book it as a sail away. But you lose control of where your cabin is. It's like a guarantee, and you're just going to get what they give you. So in some ways, if cabin selection matters to you, then it is free. If cabin selection doesn't matter, then you're paying a little extra for it. Normally, my wife and I book a sail away rate just because we don't drink that much, and it's thrifty. Another way of saying it is I'm a little on the cheap side. You notice there's a note down here at the bottom. It does include wine by the glass, soda, tonic, and juice. But it doesn't include bottled water, specialty coffee, fresh squeezed juices, your mini bar, or the wine dispensers or energy drinks. Those are not included in the premium beverage package. And those are important distinctions to make sure you remember, because a lot of people want something that's above and beyond. So the Premium Plus beverage package solves most of those issues. It costs $128 a day plus $25.60 in gratuity. If you select that as an upgrade, then you can upgrade for $29 plus an extra $2.90 gratuity. So instead of what was the gratuity on the other one was $19.80, so $290 be $22.70 per day would be the gratuity if you upgrade to the premium beverage package. Now this one has got significantly more choices involved with it. And like I said, I am going to post both on Facebook for those of you watching it there, and in the comments on the YouTube channel. There will be a copy of what's included in both of these packages. The information's on NCL's website, but it's a little challenging sometimes to find it. So I just thought I'd go ahead and post it. But this does include your bottled water, sparkling water. It includes specialty coffee. Some of the wines, let's say the lower end wines, you can get them then by bottle at dinner. So instead of having to get a glass at a time, you can get a whole bottle. And then the other wines, you get a 40% discount on them. You get a 40% discount on some of the wine and spirit experiences and tastings, like they have a mojito tasting, they have Scotch McClellan's tasting usually, and there's just a variety of different special opportunities. They typically have a martini tasting, and all of those you get a 40% discount on, but they're not included in the package. It does include the fresh squeezed juice as well. It just doesn't include the room service, minibar, or vending machines. And there are wine dispensers, and then there are vending machines. And I'm not sure exactly how you tell which is which, but that is one of the differences. So let me stop for just a second. Any questions now? I see there's some of you on watching live. Are there any questions on the drink package and what's included and what's not? Okay, I'm not seeing any questions. I'll still kind of keep an eye on it if something pops up. So let's go to the next item in the list, and that's specialty dining. And again, specialty dining is one of the free at sea perks. This is my first choice because, like I said, my wife and I don't drink that much. So it's my first choice for free at sea. I broke it down by the number of days your cruise is, what your number of free meals you get, and what the gratuity is for the package. And it's interesting that the cost per day or per free meal, the gratuity goes down significantly as you buy more. And that's the same if you buy them yourself. And that was the one thing I don't think I put on there, but you can buy these in lots of 3. And I apologize for not putting that there. I'll put that in. I will add it to what I post. So you can start with 3, and then you can work your way up to as many as the number of days on the cruise. So if you're on a 14-day cruise, you can get 14 days of specialty dining. And the more you buy, the lower the price per day goes, or the price per meal goes, I should say. So there is, if you like specialty dining, there is some advantage to buying more of them. But you cannot add to the existing package you get free at sea. Okay. Yeah. Kirchhoff, or I guess it's William. Yeah, you are correct. That is very much the best value, in my opinion. And I love, and we're going to talk about restaurants in a minute, but I love the specialty dining options. My wife gets mad at me when I say this, but in Le Bistro, the meat is just phenomenal. I think the meat in Le Bistro is better than what you get at Cagney's, and Cagney's is really good. But they have, my favorite dessert on the ship is they have a chocolate fondue in Le Bistro that's so good I want to pull the pot down over my head and clean the inside of it. It is just amazing. But I'm a chocolate fiend. Anyway, so if, for example, let's say that you are on a 6-day sailing and you wanted to get 5 free meals, you could take the 2 free ones, and then you could add a package of 3 to make for the 5. If you're on a 14-day cruise, you get the 5 free ones. You could add a 9-day package so you could have it every day. So you have the ability to add on. They're really pretty flexible about that process. And so here's the restaurants that are included. All ships, at least as everyone I've seen, has Cagney's, Le Bistro, and La Cucina. And in each of those, you can have one entree, and then you can have typically more than one appetizer and more than one dessert. You may get an argument with the waiter, but the rules are real clear on that. It says that you can only have one entree. That's the only thing that it puts a limit on. And actually, if you want a second entree for another $10, they can add a second entree to it. Now, on some of the newer ships, you have a lot more choices, and they're all listed there that I could find. Teppanyaki and Moderno are, in general, really good choices. I've heard mixed reviews on the Smokehouse. The American Diner and the Tapas, those are typically a little less expensive, and so you may not want to use a specialty dining for that. If you wanted to eat in there, you might want to choose to do that as just pay the a la carte on it. Now, the note down at the bottom makes the point that dinner shows have an upcharge. So there are, like on Breakaway, I think it's Velvet. On Getaway and one of the others, there's a Cirque show. And those have an upcharge associated with them. And it runs from $10 to the most expensive is $18. So you would use one of your credits and $10 to $18 to upgrade to the dinner show. It's still a good value, because if you have to go in and pay for those dinner shows separately, they're significantly expensive. I want to say $35 or $40 for them. So those are the things that I would say are really good deals. The free internet is one of those things that you'll have to decide for yourself what the value on it is. Internet when you're at sea can be spotty and slow. I talked to the internet manager. We just came off the Sky last week, and he said that the latency tends to run pretty high. He said sometimes you get pretty good bandwidth, sometimes not so good, but it's got high latency. So for some of the things I do for work, it wouldn't work very well. You can get a streaming package. If you need unlimited internet, then what you can do is you can take your free internet and trade it in, the value of it in to get an unlimited package. And it depends on how many days. The unlimited packages are all based on days. All of these things are less expensive if you book them before you get on the ship than after you get on the ship. So I would make whatever decisions I was going to make about my free at sea options before I get on the ship. I think that that's significantly better. The next thing that we'll talk about, the friends and family sales free or $99. This isn't always available, but when it is, it may be the highest value perk. In fact, one of the things that a lot of people don't think about is that actually applies in Haven too. At least the times I have checked, I've been able to do a mock booking on the Haven and apply that. So if you found a place you wanted to go where the Haven was a reasonable price and you had another couple to split it with you, that might be a very, very attractive option. When we went to Alaska last year, we used the sail free for my granddaughter, so she went with us in the cabin, and we didn't cost us anything but port taxes. Now, you do have to pay the port taxes on the free passage. You just don't have to pay for the cabin space. The free or reduced airfare is another one of the perks that's available as part of the free at sea. And again, it's not always available. It's one of the ones that vary. The dining, the drink, and the internet are pretty much always there. The third and fourth person free or the reduced airfare is not always available. The times I've checked it, I have not been happy with what I saw in pricing. Part of it is I like to have control of my own reservation. I always fly in a day early. I want to be able to pick the airport. I want to pick the airline. I want to pick my seats. And for all of those reasons, I typically would not book the free or reduced airfare. That would probably be my last, that would probably be my last choice. Just because I don't see that much value in it. One thing I forgot to put up, and I'll talk about it just real briefly, is one other perk that shows up pretty often is a $50 per cabin onboard credit for excursions. Now, I personally don't book my excursions through the cruise line, so it has zero value to me. So it and the free or reduced are the two things that I typically would never take. I would start with free dining, probably then free drinks, and then probably the internet would be my top three choices. So if I got to pick three, those would probably be the three I pick. And that is just a personal choice. It depends again on what's good for you. And I can't. That's not a question that I can answer for you. I'll take any more questions. I don't want to drag this out. Hopefully that's provided some information that had some value. Give everybody a couple of minutes. For those that like travel videos, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I encourage you to do so. We're going to have I'm working now on my Alaska cruise that we took last year, putting up the videos from that. In fact, probably tomorrow there'll be one with Michelle Phillips, who was a Iditarod racer. I have her interview ready to get uploaded, so I'll upload that. And then after that, there'll be the dog sled ride. So you'll want to take advantage of those free videos, or they're all free on YouTube, but you'll want to take advantage of those videos. And the best way to do that is subscribe. Okay, I don't see anybody else. I don't see any questions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.